Welcome back to the vendor table.
Hi.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Yeah. Same old shit.
It's September.
Yeah.
Do you remember how? Listen, in the Mom Talks group chat the other day, they were like, they sent a screenshot of an inquiry that they got for September 21st, and they were, and it was a proposal. And I was like, do they even know what date they're asking for this proposal?
It's like the most popular wedding
That
date.
is absolutely, no one is available. No one is available for the next 3 years.
Song. Dude, the amount of people that post after a wedding that...
It's a movement now.
Dude, that tag us in their stories. Guys, you're awesome, by the way. That tag us in their stories, like when September plays and they just stare at their phone in disgust. We love you so much.
It's my favorite thing now that people are doing this. Because
every wedding.
It's so funny.
Keep doing it. Keep it up.
Keep sending them to us.
September 21st is going to be a dark day.
It's going to be... I have an Ohiko wedding that day.
I know you do. I'm at Russo's on the Bay in Queens. That's a tough one for me.
Ouch.
That's a friend's wedding, but it's going to be
That'll be fun.
It's a commute from hell. It's like 2 hours.
When was the last time you shot there?
I've never shot there.
You never shot there?
No.
Oh, man.
But it's a good one. A lot of people.
It is the Italian Long Island venue.
I have a very Italian couple. So
Yeah.
like they are. I know the food's great. I've heard great things about the food. I know the venue looks awesome.
Cocktail hour there is pretty epic.
But a very Italian crew. Like Mike from Barattini's going to be there.
That tracks.
I love him. He's like, I call him Uncle Mike. He's like your Italian uncle. I love him so much. But no. So that night, September 21st is going to be doomsday for us. Like you just know everybody's going to flood us with DMs. It's your night. Oh my God.
Already.
It's the night you love.
Everybody's just like, do you know what month it is? And I'm like, guys,
motherfuckers.
of course I know what month it is. I dread it every year.
Well, we're deep into the season now. This is like the wedding season.
This is
for
us.
This is the heat.
In this corner of the world.
We're in the inferno right now. Okay. On Long Island, September, October, November, even November now.
It's always like the first half of November is wild for me.
Like right up to Thanksgiving, it is the season. Yeah. Like I think, so I shot so far this year, like 17 weddings, I think, something like that. And I have like 17.
Yeah, the majority of my weddings are packed into these 2 months.
Yeah, I have like 17 in two and a half months. It's like, what is happening? On top of like 3 shoots a week.
I have like 8 in October.
You guys love the fall. Fall vibes.
I'm very excited about the weddings that I have coming up, though.
Oh, same. Like my weddings this year are fucking awesome. I have amazing couples.
Yeah.
Like very excited. I'm excited for you to shoot that Ohiko wedding.
Me too. It'll be good.
It's an old friend from an old job.
Yeah.
For me. I was not available. So.
She sang your praises.
Yeah. Love her dearly. She was a great coworker.
They're lovely.
There's a lot,
She did also say, actually, I want to bring something up that she said to me though. I think she commented on one of our videos.
Okay.
And was saying like, I wonder why nobody ever posts like older couples weddings. And that's true.
Very true.
It's very true. You never really see like a second marriage like later in life.
You think it's just because of it's like the rarity of it, or?
I don't know I think it's partially coupled with the rarity of it, and then some people just like wanting to post like for aesthetics.
Yeah.
Which I think is like annoying and fucked up.
I also think a lot of people that are maybe going on their second marriage, they don't tend to spend like the money on the vendors.
True.
Especially the photographers that like, showcase those photos. Like maybe they're a studio, maybe they're like, not really on social media or something like that. Maybe they don't even hire photographers. I've been to a couple of second weddings where not as a vendor, but as a guest, and they didn't really have anything. It was just like really a get together.
I think when I responded back to her, it was just like, they're so much more rare than a 30-year-old couple getting married.
Yeah.
Or, it doesn't occur naturally as much.
Yeah. I'd feature the hell out of it.
But I did say to Karen, I will be posting your wedding because I'm very excited about this wedding.
Yeah. Do you ever shoot at Ohika?
Yes.
Yeah, like it's for anyone who's wondering what Ohika Castle is. That is where Taylor Swift shot the Blank Space video.
Yeah.
So all those Swifties out there, if you watch the Blank Space music video, that's the spot. It's probably the most well-known wedding venue in the entire country. And if you shoot there,
Is it?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
That is a thing.
Huh.
I think it's the number one like rated wedding venue. Like people aspire to get married there. Like it's like it fits all the vibes. It's really cool.
It's interesting. I guess when you shoot at a place like multiple times already and you kind of live near it,
Yeah.
you're just kind of like, whatever.
I haven't shot there in a while. I've shot 7 weddings there, but I haven't shot there in a while. So it's cool. It's a cool.
They're few and far between for me because most of the time it's like a different level of clientele for me.
Yeah. Like
it's
a lot
a very
of people,
luxury venue.
Yeah, my vibes, my style doesn't really suit that venue that much, but
I do love it.
I do love it. It's a cool place. So if like Ohika couples, like if you want to hit me up, you can. I'd shoot there.
Yeah.
You need a lot of insurance to shoot there.
We'll talk about it later, but honestly, it wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it was.
Yeah, like I remember you saying it wasn't that bad.
It did seem like pretty daunting at first, but it was just like one of those general request things for all vendors across the board. Like, I do not need liquor liability because I am not pouring drinks.
Yeah. This is why you need.
I needed clarification. I spoke with my insurance company agent and all that stuff. And an hour on the phone later.
Yeah, just takes time.
I did up my coverage to $3 million though.
Yeah, you do need liability, and some venues do require more and stuff like that. Like I think I have $2 million, like aggregate insurance, like insurance and stuff like that. But if you are shooting at a venue, most require insurance, so have liability insurance.
Yeah, make sure you have that if you're shooting weddings.
Yeah, I use the PPA. I've been a PPA member for 12 years now, which is crazy.
I use Hiscox.
Yeah.
Which just hate saying out loud.
I'll say that one more time.
Hiscox. love my insurance company, but there's Matt just losing it in the background. I use Hiscox.
I gotta give a shout out to Long Island Wise Guy, who's like one of my favorite accounts, by the way. They follow us. Like I feel like a celebrity when they comment on our videos because Long Island Wise Guy is like
that's where you get your Long Island news, my friend.
Like the meme page. Like they have like 500,000 followers. Like amazing. I would love to meet the Long Island Wise Guy in person because they're great. But they posted there was a kid from Bohemia, from my town where I'm from, that legitimately went on a news report and said his name was Mike Oxlong. No. And I'm like, kid's a legend. It's like 16. Mike Oxlong, Bohemia resident. Loved it so much.
Love that for him.
Love that. Mike Oxlong photography.
Amazing. But speaking of high-end luxury venues, why don't we talk about...
Great transition.
Yeah.
That's an amazing transition there. Yeah, let's talk about high-end wedding shit. Why not? Because there's a lot of high-end wedding photographers that follow us, as well as vendors. A lot of high-end luxury vendors follow us.
Listen.
Like, why?
Are you
well?
Did you take a wrong turn?
Yeah.
We are not classy enough for you.
No.
But we appreciate it. So thank you for following along.
Yeah.
Unless you're just like an undercover,
Yeah. Just love the trash, don't you?
An undercover trash lover.
Yeah. But no, a lot of people ask us questions about kind of the luxury market and things along those lines, and we're going to kind of touch base on it. There's a few topics that we wanted to talk about with this. The first one is with these magazines nowadays, there's all these luxury bridal magazines and wedding magazines and Instagrams and publications everywhere, right? They showcase these styled shoots. They showcase these weddings that are ultra luxury, high end, destination, okay? Florals everywhere, everything. Do you think those publications should be transparent and showcase the prices associated with those posts?
Yeah. I mean, for my sake, a little bit,
Yeah.
I can kind of see why they wouldn't, though.
Yeah.
You know, just because like it could like scare people off of trying to emulate that.
Yeah.
They want to showcase this. They want people to spend the money on booking these things, but without being transparent about how much it fucking costs, you've got a bunch of people who are just like, I want this vibe with this budget.
Yeah. That's what I'm seeing is there's a lot of people saying like, you know, I see these big, beautiful floral spreads in magazines and everything like that. And you don't realize that's probably like $20,000 worth of flowers on like 3 tables.
Yeah. One of my clients, I think it was a bridesmaid that actually told me the cost of the florals at one of the weddings I shot recently. It was like a fleur couture, like incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible florist. I can't even call her like a florist. She's like a floral designer.
Yeah.
You know, it goes beyond being a florist.
That is a thing. Floral designers are a thing. They're not florists.
Far beyond
Yeah.
a florist. These are incredible, like they're trees.
Yeah.
They are trees inside.
Yep.
It is insane. And it was like $20,000 just for that.
For like the tree. Yeah.
Just for those.
Yeah.
And that's like, you know, sometimes half of someone's wedding budget.
Yeah. I think I think people need to realize that what you see in a publication or a magazine and stuff like that is ultra high end sometimes. Like when you look at like Brides or Vogue or something like that, where you know that's expensive. Okay.
You gotta know.
You know that is expensive. If they're getting married in Lake Como with florals that have decorated the entire line of like the marble columns and everything like that, you know that's pretty expensive there. Okay?
I feel, and this is just my opinion, I think that a lot of people have no idea how much flowers cost.
I do too. I like personally when I hear, oh yeah, the flower budget was $30,000. I was like, $30,000 for flowers. They go in the garbage the next day. They literally go in the garbage. And
some people
no
place
hate on florists. You guys are fucking awesome. You are artists.
They do
okay?
incredible work.
Like
and
floral designers, you're awesome. You're incredible. But holy fucking
it's
shit.
sticker shock, you know?
Like, holy shit, the amount of money. And I get, oh my God, where are you getting the flowers from? They got to be grown and harvested and all this to put together. And the time and effort and the money that it takes to do that, yeah, it's warranted of the price.
100%.
But holy shit, floral budgets are insane on weddings.
Hell yeah, they are. And that's like, you know, people obviously place a high value on that as decor. And for me, I don't have $30,000 to spend on flowers, but I know that.
Yeah.
You know, I know that. So like when you're going into stuff like this and you're seeing these gigantic, immense floral arrangements, displays, designs in these magazines, and you just go, I want that.
Yeah. Give me that.
Give me that. I want that.
Yeah.
You have to like rein it in a little bit. And if your budget is not, you know,
Yeah.
$30,000, you got to figure out an alternative that's going to work for you.
Yeah. I don't think the publication should be like have to be transparent with the price because it like that's extensive.
That's
and
that is your due diligence.
Yeah. I don't think they need to be, they don't have to be transparent with that. But I think as consumers, you have to understand that this shit is expensive and you look at something and like, just know
it's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah, you just know that's going to cost a lot of money. There are ways to save on
heck yeah,
like on the budget and floral budgets and
a florist will work with you. Like you tell them your budget and they'll tell you what you can get with that budget. But don't set your expectations all the way up here when you know that that's not what you're going to get for it.
I've seen some awesome floral hacks lately, like to save budget and everything like that. Like, and I'm not just talking about like the centerpieces on the tables being like minimal and things like that. Like, I've seen a lot of brides start cutting down the bouquets. Like they're very small bouquets or 0 bouquets for bridesmaids. They like like they're doing umbrellas or they're doing like something else. Okay. That's like, a quarter or a tenth of the cost. Okay. They're doing, or they're doing a formal bouquet that's maybe of silk or wood or something.
A friend of mine did wood flowers and she made them all herself.
Yeah. My bride, Jill, my City Field bride, did wood flowers and she made them, I think, for every bridesmaid and dyed them and all that stuff. Really, really
much
obviously,
work,
obviously that takes time to do. And obviously you have to have a skill to do that. But, people are saving, and you could preserve those too. I know you could preserve your flower, your bouquet, and stuff like that.
Adriana just posted something where like you can like rent a bouquet.
Yeah, I saw that.
Silk flowers, and they look so real.
Very cool. Like, so there are ways that you could kind of save on the floral budget without like cutting the look.
And florists, don't hate us for this.
No, it's no hate. And like,
this is all people who didn't have the budget to spend on florals or were thinking of alternatives to florals so that their bouquets don't die.
Yeah. And like, listen, I don't think florists should not losing any work anytime soon.
No.
Like
you're going to be in business forever, baby.
Yeah. Like that's one of the things, like it's the one vendor I think that probably made it unscathed through the pandemic because there was a lot of funerals.
Aww.
It's spooky season. Had to talk about it.
Fuck.
Like when you think about it, you get flowers for births, weddings, and death. A lot of death.
Aw. Fuck.
Dark turn. Sorry.
Ew.
Okay, but
pivot.
Sorry. Are you afraid of the dark? Like florists, I don't think gonna lose work like with any of this stuff, but it's just, I think, a way for couples to save a little bit of cash. I've seen a lot of couples like forego the boutonnieres or do pocket boutonnieres where like they're like kind of pre-made flowers or like wood and silk flowers or something like that. So they like, because I know bouquets can be expensive. They could be like a couple $100 per person at times, like for a really nice one. So that might cost a little bit of money. It might save you $1,000, depending on your wedding party. Boutonnieres cost like, $20-$30 a boutonniere. I don't know. I'm throwing
no idea.
No idea. But like,
I just put them on. I have no idea how much they cost.
If you got 10 people, that's $300. Like that could be $500. Like it adds up quick. So you could save a little bit of money there. And then for centerpieces and stuff, I've seen a lot of these like kind of minimal floral centerpieces.
I really love them.
Like where they're like kind of like 2 flowers in like a small,
like a stem vase.
They're
so pretty.
They're really cool. I've showcased a few of them. Like a lot of backyard weddings are doing them. Just really gorgeous and
delicate details.
Very delicate, very cool little details. But I've heard that's slashing budget because it's so minimal because you're picking 1 to 2 flowers and and I think the couples have been provided like the bottles or like the jars and stuff like that. Or the florist has provided that and they get that back.
Yes.
So it's like basically a rental, which is cool. So little ways to kind of save money there with the floral arrangements. So, listen, we know weddings are a luxury, okay? This is maybe one little hack to kind of keep that luxury value, that look, but, maybe take the budget down just a little bit. A little bit. So this episode is sponsored by the Legal Paige. The Legal Paige is a legal education platform for small businesses and a contract template shop. They help you get legally legit in minutes. So Lauren,
I've been using a Legal Paige contract for a while now.
I know you have, and guess what?
Did you do it?
I did. I took the jump. And I implemented Paige's contract into my proposals and everything.
How amazing.
Oh my God. There was so much in there that like just covers my bases.
That you wouldn't even think of.
I'm like, where was this my whole life? So they have literally changed the game for me. They have made me feel a lot more secure in my business. And I really think you guys should take a look.
Just take a peek.
Take a peek.
And there's also something for anything. Like I've gotten a couple of destination inquiries and realized that I needed to change my contract. So you can purchase a destination wedding contract.
Yeah, maybe if you have a second shooter or an associate shooter and you need an agreement, they have those as well. So it doesn't matter what you are in the industry, whether you're a photographer, videographer, planner, florist, DJ, you name it, the Legal Paige has a contract that will make your business legally legit.
All contracts have been reviewed and critiqued by industry-leading professionals and come with free future updates made by the Legal Paige's legal team.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but Paige is a retired wedding and family photographer, as well as an attorney. So she has a very unique perspective and expertise when it comes to photography contracts. They offer education through blog posts, podcast episodes, YouTube channel, pretty much you name it.
The whole nine.
So definitely check them out. Use the link in the show notes to get legally legit. And you know what's really cool about it, Lauren? We got a code.
We got a code. Use TVT10.
And that will get you what?
10% off anything in the shop.
So you want to get your business legally legit? Check out the Legal Page.
We just want to give a special shout out to Maru, one of our sponsors. Maru is a modern payment experience for the weddings and events industry.
Maru has added some incredible new features, including the ability to send contracts, create itemized invoices, and our personal favorite, the ability to pay contractors.
Love this.
Yeah, like that makes me so happy to have a platform that if I need to pay like an associate or a second shooter, I'm paying them right through Maru. It just goes right to their bank account, makes things so nice and easy.
It's also so neat and organized.
Yes.
You can find anything.
Super organized. Like, I love it because I'm just like, hey, I got to print it out at the end of the year, send my accountant over for tax purposes and all that stuff.
Perfect.
It keeps things so nice and neat.
Maru is a community of 10,000 plus wedding and event professionals, and it's growing. They offer seamless transactions and a hassle-free payment experience. They make it easy for you to focus on what you do best, creating memorable experiences.
So we went over, but with Maru, you could create and share your contract, accept and make payments without processing fees, offer clients a simpler experience, no need to sign up, just pay and go, and pay your contractors, something we both love. So it also keeps all your payments neatly organized in the central hub. You could sign up for free at maru.us/TVT. But yeah, I think, I think couples need to have, though, realistic expectations based around their wedding budget.
Yeah.
Like if you have a smaller budget for a wedding day, but you want top tier service, from all your vendors, it might not always work like that. Mm-hmm. It is a luxury. To host a wedding is a luxury. And because of that, with that comes quality service. So usually those vendors that are higher priced usually get there because of experience and also product, the product they put out. So if you want that high-end, high-tier service, sometimes you have to pay a little bit more for that.
And most of the time, it's so worth it.
Yeah, I would say it is. But I will also say that sometimes you do find diamonds in the rough with things. Like, for instance, photography. We're both photographers. Okay?
We are.
Okay. We started out somewhere. Okay. And when we first started, we weren't that expensive, but we had talent, and we had a slight experience. You worked at a studio. I second shot a lot. Okay. Before I stepped up into the main role as a photographer, I felt like I had enough experience to take on as a main. But couples might be able to find a photographer that maybe is young and up and coming, that is half the cost of a established photographer, but maybe has that look, but maybe they don't have the experience. So there might be something that goes wrong that they can't handle, but you're kind of playing. It's a risk reward thing, So if you go with a photographer that's maybe has a little less experience, sometimes that might bite you in the ass, but sometimes you might be rewarded for that. Maybe you kind of have to do your research on these people. You gotta
weigh the risk versus the reward, as Mike said.
There's a lot of vendors like that.
I definitely agree with that, but I feel like it's a safer choice to go with the one that's
more established. Yeah, if it were me today, and I was booking a wedding, I would put emphasis on certain vendors because I know what's important to you, as a client, as a couple. What's the most important thing to you as a couple? For me, it would be photography. It's the only thing that you're walking away with from your wedding day, that a tangible item that to remember your
almost
day.
The majority of everybody listening would probably agree. Even if you feel that, even if you have a sense of pride and importance in your job, if we're going to look at it from a completely unbiased perspective, photography is the only thing that you're going to have left over.
Yeah.
Post-wedding.
Post-wedding.
Those are the memories, like the actual evidence that a day occurred.
Video too. If you get a videographer or a content creator, same thing.
Experience wise, obviously entertainment.
Yep.
Like for your guests.
Gotta have good music. Gotta have good music and good food.
Everything all coming together is the ultimate experience. But and honestly, this bridges really well into what we're about to talk about. Mm-hmm. The order of importance. We got a listener that wrote in, I wanted to ask, do you think or feel that there is an unspoken rule about the order of vendor tags, like the actual order of who is tagged? Someone called another vendor out in my area, a friend of mine, for not tagging in a specific order, and I'm not sure if I think it's entirely bonkers or what. They said that the standard is photographer, planner, floral, video, and down from there in order of importance.
What?
It's fucking crazy.
What? It doesn't fucking matter.
It does not matter. I think
photo should be on top because photo is the photo, but I'm biased.
I don't think that the fucking order matters. I don't think it matters either. I think what we naturally do is we tag in the order of who we interacted with the most.
Yeah, that's what I do.
On the day of.
Yeah.
Or we just
usually I go venue, planner, hair, makeup, florals.
It's implied that I'm the photographer because I posted it. If somebody else posted it, like, you're posting my photo, I guess, like, photography would be, but I wouldn't give a shit if I was at the bottom.
I wouldn't give a shit either.
Because you posted my photo and tagged me. You did the thing.
Yeah, you did the right thing. So I don't give a shit. You want to tag in any order? Go ahead.
Are we really going to sit here and nitpick the order in which people are tagged and you're going to call them out, quote unquote, on the internet for it?
Nah.
Eat a dick.
Dude, that's so petty. It's so
stupid.
It's so stupid. Like, I don't know. Like, listen, you tagged. That's cool.
You got tagged.
You got tagged.
They did the thing.
They did the thing. They did the right thing. Okay. But if you're at the bottom of the tag list, it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters because, listen.
You know who goes to the bottom of the tag list? Transportation.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, transportation companies. Sorry, guys. We won't be getting sponsored by transportation companies anytime soon.
Sorry.
But yeah, I don't think it matters. I personally tag like based around my sheet. It's always venue, planner, hair, makeup, florals, kind of thing. Like florals might be higher if they're featured first or something like that. But I really just don't give a shit. Because they're tagged, and you want to see the vendors, they're listed right on the caption. Like, so you're going to see them.
They're there.
They're there. So,
that is such a stupid thing to harp on.
Yeah, that's kind of.
So whoever this person was, like, tell him to chill out.
Yeah, get it.
Stop it.
Stop. What somebody asked me the other day?
What?
Should you need a certificate to like hold a certificate of operation? Should you have a certificate and call yourself like a certified professional wedding planner? Should you have to hold a certificate to have that?
No. It's fucking stupid. I can see being certified for certain things that require cleanliness and hygiene. Like, for example,
hair and makeup.
You
need your cosmetology license.
You need to be able to, you certified that you acknowledge that you need to clean your brushes. You can't put.
I think there's certain things that you need.
Yeah.
But you don't need to be a certified
wedding planner or certified wedding photographer.
Certified professional wedding photographer.
Ew.
Master level. Extreme. Master level.
There's nothing more useless than that except a photography degree.
Yeah.
I went to school for.
You're still talking about it?
Didn't get.
You're still talking about it?
I just think it's hysterical.
No, you don't need a certificate to operate unless, personally, you're probably hair and makeup because you need a cosmetology license to operate and stuff like that.
Food handling, things like that.
Yes. Food. So do you need Like, I think this question is geared more towards like photographers and planners,
No.
florists.
No,
You don't need to hold a certificate to be a professional photographer.
absolutely not.
You know what qualifies you as a professional photographer? Somebody paying you for your photography service.
And being able to actually
Deliver.
and do it.
So you could call yourself a professional photographer when somebody pays you to take photos.
Do you want me to take a test? A test?
Could you imagine that?
That would be really great for the newbies, though.
That would be like you do need certificates to operate certain things.
We did just have a conversation about like newbies getting into the industry that don't even know how to use Photoshop or like basic functions in Photoshop and things like that. So
could you imagine if like Adobe like made you hold a certificate to operate Lightroom?
oh my God.
Like half of people would fail.
Well, Photoshop and Lightroom's not really as complicated. Photoshop can be extremely complex.
Dude, I learn new Photoshop tricks
Every
every day.
day.
I've been using Photoshop since CS3, like almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, same. Like
I learned
I had
something
to
new.
put a disc in the computer to use it.
Like like there is something new that every day. You know what I saw the other day?
What did you saw the other
like
day?
you know how people put on their resume like efficient in Microsoft Excel? Okay. Yeah, like there's proficient in Microsoft Excel and then there's proficient in Microsoft Excel. There are fucking Excel fucking wizards
Oh yeah.
that like could do anything, because I watched this dude on TikTok build a fucking spreadsheet that was like so satisfying.
God, I love a good spreadsheet.
Like just so fucking satisfying. I was like, bro, that looks so pretty.
That's hot.
Every formula like perfect. I'm like, why am I getting excited with this?
I'm telling you, like a good spreadsheet
Sexually
gets me going.
excited. Sexually excited.
There's something about a
Microsoft.
good spreadsheet that just lights it up for me.
Ooh, goosebumps, baby. Just, dude, a good Excel sheet, man.
People can do some wicked things with that shit. I am not proficient to that level. with
No,
spreadsheets.
I'm not either.
I'm
Like,
not even like,
I have a good,
I'm like, okay.
I could do like the sum.
Yeah, like I can do basic
Like,
commands.
take all those functions.
I can turn a column
Some.
red.
Yeah. But like, you know, like I think okay, back to holding a certificate to be a wedding vendor.
I know, I'm sorry. Spreadsheets
Like-
just like really
Got me going.
do it for me.
Whew. Need a cold shower after
I
that
know,
one.
right? Woo.
I personally think that if you're, you know, like you said, culinary, hair and makeup,
Yeah.
you're doing something that requires cleanliness, absolutely. You know, like you need a certificate. But if you're a florist, planner, photographer,
What are you going to certify a florist for?
yeah, like in the creativity side, and I know hair and makeup is creative, but like, you know, you're creating things or like you're doing things to like,
It's aesthetics.
it's aesthetics, yeah. So you don't need a certificate for that.
I don't, that's silly.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people, you know, we'll talk about the next thing too.
What would that certification process look like? For
Oh
a
my God, it'd be so
florist?
stupid. It's like, can you prune a rose?
Can you
Like, can you build this vase?
boss
This is vase. Can you put together a sconce?
a sconce?
I don't know.
That's lighting.
Like a sconce with flowers hanging from a ceiling
Without setting it on fire.
without setting it on fire. And
Fire.
I'm so-
Flowers, fire.
oh my God.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's
That's
move
a
on.
skill, though. You put like, you know, a lot
yeah.
a lot of candles around flowers.
Look at all the fires that happened with all the dry florals that were like super crazy for a while.
yeah. Oh, the
Pampas
the
grass.
pampas grass, right? Like,
Are we done with pampas grass now?
God, that shit gets everywhere.
Can we be done?
That shit gets everywhere. Is that trend over?
Is that still happening or are we done with
It's very pretty.
it? Is very pretty.
It's very pretty. I still like it, but it's just it gets everywhere.
There was
and
like a
it's
good
very-
solid like 2 years where people were just like putting pampas grass in their house,
Yeah, it's such a.
using it in all the florals.
Oh my God,
Decorating
That's a fire hazard.
triangular arches.
Yeah, it's such a fire hazard, though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We posted that clip of the one guy with the sparkler that set the pampas grass on
Hey,
fire.
listen, sparklers, man.
Yeah, the Uncle Ricky kind of guy.
Okay.
I think personally, though, yeah, I wanted to talk about this because as we're wedding photographers, what we do as wedding photographers, okay, is, we create memories for people, and we get to capture the best day of somebody's life. It's one of the coolest things ever, right? We talked all about that. But being a good wedding photographer isn't just about taking good photos.
Oh my God, it's so much more than that.
There's
How many times has somebody come up to you and been like, oh, I could take that. Like, I could do that.
Oh, all the time.
Just
TikTok, baby.
Just recently, somebody asked me, I was taking a photo with their phone at a wedding, and they were like, hey, as a photographer, I wanted to ask you what you thought of the new Android camera or whatever. And I was like,
it's a tool.
It's a phone.
It's a tool. At the end of the day, a good photographer could take a good photo with
any media,
any device.
Yeah.
Watch YouTube videos of like professional photographers that pick up toy cameras and take incredible photos. Like it's just an extension of creativity.
Right.
Like, so you could have a shit camera and be an incredible artist. So it's not just about taking good photos. There's so much more that goes into wedding photography than just taking photos.
I could teach anyone how to use a camera. All the technical aspects of how to create a proper exposure, how to use it, explain ISO, explain f-stops, shutter speed, and how that all works. But you will have such a harder time learning how to connect with people.
That's one of the big kickers right there. Is it's the connection you make with your clients that is probably one of the most important and underrated things that a wedding photographer does. Is having that connection with their clients brings out joy, emotion, everything in a scene, and could be showcased in an image and brings that image to life. Mm-hmm. So
in the face of especially, like difficult clients too.
Yeah. So we've all had those clients that maybe feel uncomfortable in front of the camera. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've had it. I have it. Almost everyone
will have it.
Every session or every wedding, you always hear the couple say, like we don't take good photos, or we don't take, like, we're not great in front of the camera. We're not photogenic. We're not great in front of the camera, right? Well, one of the jobs of a good photographer is to get that out of people. Mm-hmm. Okay, like, to make people feel comfortable in front of the camera is one of the biggest things you could do, because when that comfort level in front of the camera, when they're comfortable in front of the camera, right, everything else in that image comes to life.
The amount of times that, I've asked clients, have you had professional photos of yourself taken before? It's always a question that I ask, like, have you ever done this before? Because a lot of people haven't. Mm-hmm. And if they say yes, the amount of times somebody has told me, like, yes, we've had pictures taken before, but they didn't give us any direction.
Yeah.
They just, told us
awkward.
To do our thing.
Yeah.
Like, some people don't know what their thing is when a camera is out.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure.
There's a lot of pressure to it. As soon as, like, think about this. We're professionals. Like, you've had a camera in your face and stuff like that. It's not like you turn into Kate Moss as soon as the camera's on you. Like, you get tense up when a camera's on you. So the job of a photographer is to make that subject feel comfortable. So before I ever pick up the camera, and put it in the face of my clients,
spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes talking to them.
Exactly. Talk to them, get to know them, see how their day's going, and see, like, what they like to do.
What music they like.
Yeah, exactly. Like, talk to them about things. I always try to bring out emotion in my couples just by stupid little jokes, have them talk to one another, feel comfortable. Movement too.
Movement helps.
Like, in our style of photography, we do have, like, kind of a lifestyle core to it, but movement does help. So moving your couples around at first, whether it's walking, hand holding, just moving their hands back and forth like this, okay, like holding hands and things like that, will make them feel more comfortable. Let them have a conversation. Mm-hmm. Step back from the frame, like, literally go like 20, 30 yards away. Okay, do a wide shot. Let them get comfortable. Have them, like, I always be like, all right, guys, I'm going to do a candid wide. Okay. Talk about what you're going to have for dinner.
Yeah.
Okay? But just smile and talk to each other.
And that's just the starting point. And then it just, it goes from there. Mm-hmm. I mean, you start talking with the person that you're going to marry, and you step back and are less of a in-your-face bystander. They're going to just do their thing. Mm-hmm. But you can't right off the bat just be like, all right, now do your thing.
Yeah.
We just met.
Nope. It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. So, there are keys to being a good wedding photographer, but it's not just about taking good photos. So,
And a lot of this applies across the board in lifestyle sessions and and all avenues of photography when you're trying to get your client to open up. Mm-hmm. But to me, like, that was the most challenging barrier to break through as a new photographer.
Yeah.
Like, when you take pictures of your friends, you know them.
Yeah.
You have a relationship already.
Exactly. And, we mentioned this earlier too, but, if you want to do this professionally and make money doing it, you have to also run a business. Mm-hmm. So we said this before, but running a wedding photography business or any wedding business, like any business in general, requires good customer service, good business acumen. Everything that goes behind the scenes is equally as important than what goes in front of the camera. Because I'll be honest with you, as a wedding photographer, we spend probably 15% of our time behind the camera taking photos.
Yeah.
Okay? That is a smidgen of what we do. Okay. Most of the time, I do 20 to 30 plus hours with each couple before I ever pick up the camera. It says something.
Yeah.
So
We do stuff.
Look at
that.
The road's getting dry. Oh my God. October. We're like around the corner.
Actually, it is very dry right now. My son got him on the bus this morning. And I was like, your face is like all sorts of fucked up, kid. What's going on? He's got
this is the season. Oh, God.
His lips. The poor kid is just like constantly licking his lips. He's already got the red ring of doom around his mouth.
All right. Why don't we wrap this bitch up?
Every time you say that, I'm just like a dick.
Wrap that dick up.
Wrap that dick up.
Practice safe sex.
Spit on that thing.
I should show people the video.
I hate myself.
I should show people the video that you showed me at the Crescent Beach Club. I should really show it. If we do a Patreon, I'm going to make her post that.
I am unhinged.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And wildly inappropriate.
And she was very excited about it.
I don't want to say it out loud. It's so embarrassing. I'll show you though, Matt.
Absolutely unhinged. Well, Lauren.
Listen, he walked up right after I watched it and was giggling to myself about it. And he was just like, what are you laughing at? And I was like, oh no, I really didn't want you to see this.
Yeah. Well, if we do a Patreon, I'll make her post it.
Okay.
Lauren, where can they find you?
You can find me at LaurenO'BrienPhoto.com and Lauren O'Brien Photo and the Feral Photog on Instagram and TikTok. Mike, where can they find you?
At Mike Sarah Photo on Instagram, TikTok, as well as my website. And you can find us at the Vendor Table Pod on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, as well as
our Facebook group.
Guys, it's been fun. We'll catch you next time.
Okay, bye.